Pull that up. Pull up the chat again. There we go. I'm live? Live-ish. Okay, now I get the notification. There we go. All right. Okay. So I'm just gonna start by kind of refreshing everyone on my team. So here we have Podoboo, we have Pee-wee Piranha, we have Goomba, Boulder, Buzzy Beetle, Baby Yoshi. Interesting thing I've learned since the last time I streamed this, because it's been a little while, because I was able to do a weekend stream, and that is that Podoboo, or Podoboo, or whatever, this is a name that originates in, I believe, the original, like, Mario, what's the, like, it's in the, like, guidebook. Slightly. That feels more correct. That feels right. But in all of the recent games and in the original game and everything, these are lava bubbles. And that was why I was so confused. I was like, I don't know that name at all. It's because it's technically not canon anymore. But there are a lot of people who played the older Mario games where they were still kind of sometimes using that naming, who know them as that. Which is interesting. Alright. Anyways. Yo, there's Nokis in here? I guess that makes sense. Oh, I forgot to read that, but it's fine. That's fair. I feel like it's not too tricky. I don't know what all entails. It's been a long time since I like set up my account and all that, but I like that you can see his eyes through him. That's an interesting touch. Okay, so this is a water type for sure. Could do Goomba. What's Baby Yoshi got going on? Not much. Yeah, I think... I wonder if it's like a reference, like maybe in some of the 3D games, that's how they look. I'm not sure. I don't know what they're going for. It's an interesting design choice, and I think it's well done. Like, the visual of it is really well done. I think it's a really good back sprite. I don't know. Is that what they look like? I feel like there's a chance Cataquack is just like cheesums. Okay, well, well, that was a little unexpected. Guess I'll send it to Pee-wee Piranha. I feel like Cataquack has to be like a water normal or maybe a water fighting type. Is that what they have going on here? It is water. Another Cataquack, okay. Real Pokemon trainer moment. Why do I do so much with these? I feel like Cataquack does it have like really low defense and really high attack? Is it just because I'm a higher level? Drained indeed. Alright, alright. I don't think I have any revives. Suppose I can go back and, you know, get some. Oh! Hello, Cataquack. I guess we're about to find out what Cataquack is. Do I have... I feel like I have a quick ball. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Football cap is a quick ball. Do I use it here? What if I just burn it? Okay, so I can hit it with Astonish. It's not normal type. It could be pure water. Alright. I think I'll just throw a standard cap now. See how that works. Join me? Did I just get like a critical capture? Alright. Oh, what was my... Because I'm doing all these in my EGAD voice. Alright, that's like I think I was kind of up here. Something like that? Or was it older? I'll just say screw it, and I'll go for whatever I can get in my mind with, and we'll just go from there. Cataquack, the flipping capture. It is water fighting. I was right. Okay. Why are you 11'10"? A large round creature with a beak. It enjoys flinging things or people into the air. Most are timid and will not approach strangers unprovoked. Why are you so gigantic? Like, actually. I need to look at the size of this. I know. It does evolve. I feel like that size has to just be wrong. Like, why? Why is it next to Mario? Is this like Super Mario and he's just big? Now, let me see. Let me find something else. You're 3'3". Okay, so the size is just wrong. That's what I'm that's what I'm learning here, and Mario is not that big. All right, at least it's not actually that size, and it's just like entered wrong or something. Because that was shocking. I'm just gonna go heal real quick, just because lost Pokemon. I know. I feel like that's honestly one of the easiest areas in a game to like accidentally have an error. Is like those sorts of like size detail things. Alright, we're going back in. Stroll and stew. Yo, this route is awesome. This is the sunshine route. Honestly, I think it's not bad quality for like early stuff. I think the editing is actually honestly kind of what stands out to me most. I think is I feel like when I think of like the earliest stuff I ever did, and even a lot of the stuff that I do nowadays, but like especially the earliest stuff I did, even like before this channel, I feel like my editing was like as minimal as possible, and like over time I started to incorporate like a little bit, but it wasn't good editing either or anything like that. It was usually like some like contextual edits or things along those lines. Let's see. Get caught. Nice. So like the fact that you have like relatively complex edits is actually quite good. Like I have a great example, and it's on this channel. When I made my Breath of the Wild video, I got a bunch of footage for each of the things that I wanted to point out, but I didn't really do anything to I didn't like loop that footage at all if it was too long or anything like that, and I didn't spend enough time when I was capturing the footage to cover what I was talking about. So there's a lot of times that you'll see a clip start and it'll run past what I'm talking about. I'm still talking about it, and then it starts running to me doing something different, and that something different is a different topic in the video that I then talk about later, and it starts from when that one starts. And then the same thing kind of happens where it'll go, and then eventually I'll keep talking about that, and it'll like transition to something new. So I didn't notice any of that. Not that like repeat footage is necessarily bad, but just like, I don't know, I felt like the way I handled those sorts of edits was kind of awkward. Whereas if I was doing it now, I would have more likely gone and like looped it or something. And like there's some cases, like even in my most recent thing where it was like when Gwen and I went to the Switch 2 event, there are some like clips that you'll see repeated, but typically when that's like a topic of conversation, and like if I felt like I was getting too much with like a certain clip, I would just fade back to us, because it was like that would be too much at the point. But I think yours did a decent job with having contextually relevant clips, and not having the clips kind of like awkwardly last longer. Like I felt like if you stopped talking about the thing, the clip ended. Like the clip of that thing ended. And if you were still talking about the thing, that was what was in the clip. So I felt like that was pretty well done. Anyways, Stroll and Stew. Stroll and Stew, the bloated capture. A tropical cousin to the Goomba that loves to swim and sunbathe. It wears a bathing suit to the beach because it has amazing manners. Put the Stroll and Stew away. Throw some heals on me. Oh, the bugs love me. I think the biggest thing, these are like kind of typical things to struggle with, especially early on, is like certain aspects of quality that like are more complex and difficult to like not do right. I don't think that's a fair way to say it, but like to polish up. Like I know you've mentioned like your microphone quality is not the best, and it's like I think it's passable. So I love how we just get one shot by a burnt fighter fly. But I think it definitely cuts in and out a bit. And I think it's something to do with, honestly, the hardware of it, or possibly that you have a noise gate filter of some sort set up. Because noise gates will shut off the microphone if something is like too loud or too quiet or something. You can set them up in a variety of different ways. I don't know if it's like an automatic setting in like the software you're using, or if it's just a thing that's native to the microphone. Or a result of like the editing process or something, but that's like the biggest thing that like comes to mind immediately. Yo, these fighter flies crazy. I'm bubbling. Okay, does Firefly just like have a bunch of multi-hits? Okay, yeah, phones I feel definitely have some weird microphone things that they'll sometimes do on their own internal processing. Because my oldest videos that I ever made were similarly, like they were using my phone. Oh, goodbye Firefly. Bullet seed, minimum 50. I kind of prefer this to snap trap. I like having bullet seed right now, especially because I don't know if they have loaded dice in the game. I'm gonna have to go heal again. Whoa! It's the spider dudes. Wow, my luck is bad with getting either like hit by all 5 moves, or all 5 hits of a move, or like getting poisoned. I guess my luck's also been good in that I got a lot of flinches earlier. I think it's fun. I think that is the #1. This dude's team's going crazy on me. One of the toughest things with making content of any sort where you use your voice is getting used to hearing yourself. It took me a long time before I was like desensitized. So I think the biggest thing to always remember is that the people watching will never feel like your voice is as weird as it is to yourself. Like that's just kind of like a fact of creation. And it's such a thing that's like so... Oh. What type are you? I don't know, it's such a difficult thing to kind of describe, because like I don't know, I feel like for people who don't have to hear their voice a lot, like they wouldn't care. Like they might not initially think like that's a weird thing to have to get used to, like it's just your voice, but you squished my bugs, how could you? Yeah, and you messed up my team, bro. Nice rolling stew. I don't need another rolling stew right now, so I'm just gonna run. I've gotta go heal again. Honestly, I feel like it felt like there was like maybe a loose plan that you were referencing or something at most. But I think I'm trying to think of like the best way to word it. Like having no script often leads to a more, or like a looser script often leads to like a more natural sounding thing, because like it can't sound like you're reading if you're not reading. And that's the thing that like I know a lot of content creators do, is they'll like have an outline that they can reference or something like that, but they won't have like a true script. Whoa, Angry Sun's here. And that's something that I have never really I guess I shouldn't say never really. But like it was something I didn't think about when I first started making more scripted content. So I was just like scripting things, and then I learned that you could just not fully script things, and you will end up with something that sounds a lot more natural. So I think, like, I will say that that's something I noticed was the more naturalistic sound. Okay, I don't like this angry son. He's kind of mean. Please don't die. Low roll. Nice. Oh! Oh my god, how much special defense does he have? Okay, let's go to Broder. Because a lot of Angry Sun's moves are going to be not very effective against him. Bonk. That's just not bad. Like, I think that's one of the, I just noticed something, right? I used rapid... Does Broder have sheer force? What was that? No. Oh, I think I got hit by a fire move, so I was maxed. That's why. But no, I think that was fine. I think that's always going to be one of the toughest things as like a creator to kind of effectively gauge is like how well jokes land and things like that. If you're like trying to have them. How dare. Like there's like a few times that I've like tried to put jokes into some of my more scripted videos, and it's tough because it's like you can never know how well they land. So I think the biggest thing is like if it's funny to you, that's fine. That's all you need. Like don't put the jokes in for the other people. Put them in for you, and then if other people find them funny, then you did it. But you can't really control for that. And I think this Angry Sun is a beast. I think that's kind of like the biggest thing to look like, or the most important way to look at it. You want to stay in there, please? What is your catch rate? He's gonna knock himself down, like out at this rate. That was enough. Well, GG, I guess. Okay, next time I find an Angry Sun, I'm throwing my like football cap at it. My mons are hurting. Alright, let's go back and try to move forward for once. I don't know why World 3-1 is throwing so many hands at me. Alright. Gonna switch to Pee-wee. Just for maximum damage. This is technically stronger at its base level. Nice. Okay, I'm just getting Cataquacks. I'm not gonna spend too long trying to get like another Angry Sun or anything. I'm just gonna carry on, but I was hoping I could get another. It was not the move I wanted to use, but... Alright, goodbye, Cataquack. Oh, my Goomba's evolving! I don't have that sprite ready. I have a guess as to what Goomba... Oh, yeah. My guess was confirmed. We've got a Goomba stack. I need to go find the Goomba stack sprite. I will say, one thing I am so impressed with from this game is that it, like, I don't know, they actually have animation frames, and the animations are, like, planned out. Like, this is a full thought and full effort at it. And I appreciate that a lot. I think that's something that a lot of, like, fan games don't really focus on. One, because it's tough. Here we are. Goomba stack. And two, it's just not a priority, you know? Like, if you want to make a game, the easiest way is to start by doing kind of like the, not bare minimum, but like focusing on the core, you know, doing what is the minimum, and then eventually starting to work on going beyond the minimum. Alright, Goomba stack. Oh, no retreat? Oh my god, bro is just like a phalanx. Let's get rid of Growl for that. Also, I'm realizing I've had Headbutt and I have not put it to the top, so I've just been using Rapid Spin. We're not gonna have Flail. Oh, I love that sprite. That's so silly. Okay, so our speed is, I feel like, lower than it was before we evolved. Which is interesting. We're still pure normal. My special attack is still boosted. I love this sprite, though. That is such a fun box sprite. Box/party. Oh, Toad! I could work in a break. Everyone here has mineral names. Oh, hi, little Spark. No! Oh, that's annoying. How dare they actually use status conditions against me? Wow. Wow. I feel like the moves they have on their teams are actually, like, intelligent. Yeah, let's send in Goomba Stack. Let's just see how this goes. See what Goomba Stack can do. I like this back sprite a lot more right off the bat. I think the shape of Goomba is better conveyed than it was in the original Goomba sprite. This is actually like a decent looking sprite. I'm gonna headbutt. That worked. Oh my god. I was not expecting that. That worked very well, though. Shroob. Oh, he has 6. Okay. Hi, Shroob. Okay, if I survive this, I don't like that. It should be easy enough to beat Shroob. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to beat everything else on the team. I like that I can use Rapid Spin, though, to, like, get my speed boosted, so that my speed being low doesn't matter. Steamroller's not bad, but I don't know where I would put it here. I think the moves that I have are pretty good. And if I get rid of Defense Curl, Rollout is less good. That guy feels fast, but I'm faster right now. Alright, I can take out one more, but I should switch. I'll go to Buzzy Beetle. Well, that's rude. I'm not familiar with it, so I cannot really speak to that. Okay, I thought this thing might be part fairy, and now I'm using bite, so that's gonna, yeah, do less. Bruh. Stop it. Stop. No. Cease this. Alright. Goodbye, Twirlurp. Twirlip? Oh, it's Twirlip, not Twirlurp. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Not going great. Not going bad. But I don't like that he keeps boosting his defenses. That's fair. Yeah, it's been hot in my area as well. I was at work yesterday and had some like free time, so I went to like this outdoor space we have, and it was so hot. Like when I went out there, heat of the day, like maybe it was before I went on lunch, I think, so it was probably like maybe 11:40 in the morning or something at the latest, like just afternoon. And that was hot. It was also humid though, because we were supposed to get rain that day, and we did, like, but after I was out there, so I don't remember if it cooled after it rained immediately or what. Let me just check. Does Goomba Stack evolve again? Or are we... Okay, no, we are Goomba'd out. Oh yeah, you can see the speed drops significantly. HP and attack go up a lot. And then all the other stats also go up. That's interesting. I guess that makes sense, because you have a stack of Goombas that are moving with the strength of 1. So all the other stats have gone up, but the Goomba itself has... Nope. My controller might be low on battery. Do I have... This is what I get for not charging it before stream. I actually... Wait. I have a solution. I just got... Where did I put this? I just got a new USB-C to USB-C cable. This is so that I can use my Nintendo Switch 2 camera on my TV, because my Switch dock is next to my computer monitor on the far side from my TV, because it's closer to my, like, where my computer has, like, the back of its tower, and therefore my capture card. So don't mind me as I unravel this 10-foot long USB-C cable to plug my controller in with, because then I'll have this charging. I just have to remember that my Switch dock is unplugged now, so I'm just stealing this from the Switch 2's AC adapter. And now we're charging. Alright, if I turn it back on, do I have to... I might have to reset this up in... trying to figure this out. Okay, it does show that this is connected right now, but if I go to my settings, I'm not seeing it here. Okay, I might have to temporarily use my keyboard. Oh, I didn't read Goomba Stack's description. I should actually do that. Goomba Stack, the Quad Nut Capture. A stack of Goombas. They join forces like this to impress mates, but not without fighting over which one gets to be on top and take the credit. Did I ever read the Hornet one? Oops. Go down. Hornet. An ant capture wearing a helmet. The helmet indicates a leadership role that commands respect, but onlookers are too distracted by its big, adorable eyes. What else has evolved? Anyone? Anyone? No? I don't think anyone else. Okay, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna save. Okay, so I just saved. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close out of MGBA. So temporarily you're just going to see background. And then I'm going to reopen it, and that should bring my controller back into its... This exists. You know, range. Controller. Hey, okay, it's set up. We're good. There we go. And now, yeah, we're back. We're back. See, it'll be so nice once Windows updates to recognize the Bluetooth from the Switch 2 Pro controller. This has the same battery life but charges much faster, and it's the main controller I currently use, so it always has juice. I don't use this one as much right now, so it does not always have juice. I wanted to drop off Goomba Stack. As much as I want to be able to use Goomba Stack, I do want to use a wide variety of captures, so Goomba Stack's going to go in the evolved box. along with my horned ant. So I think, should I bring back Koopa Troopa? I feel like I should bring back Koopa Troopa, because he's a normal type. He's a level 3 normal type, but he's a normal type. Okay. So I'm gonna update my team list. I should keep this over here just for ease of swapping mons out. Okay, so Goomba Stack is now replaced with Brolder, who's replaced with Fuzzy Beetle, who's replaced with Baby Yoshi, who's replaced with Podoboo, who's replaced with Koopa Troopa. There we go. This has to be why. This is why my team is struggling so much. Because I'm using a freaking... I'm cycling my team so much, so I always have something low level there. But at least they do have experience scaling, so things can level up faster that way. Oh. He's knocked out. PC does not heal at all. Well, give me a second, I guess. I have to go and heal. That's a little weird. I don't like that. So, I think that was an attempt to replicate that in modern Pokemon. If you put a Pokemon into the PC, they aren't immediately fully healed. However, in modern Pokemon, while that is the case, that things aren't fully healed the second they're put into the PC, I feel like that's better. I don't know that it's a physical attacker, but I feel like that's better. Are you a physical attacker? Yes. Okay, that's awesome. We actually have a good move then. That explains why I was doing about as much with Astonish as I was doing with Fire Spin. Despite Fire Spin being a, I think, slightly higher damage move by default and being Stab. But yeah, in modern Pokemon, so like putting a Pokemon into the box doesn't heal them instantly, because you could technically do that. If you had one Pokemon you needed healed, in the older games, you could open up the box, put the Pokemon in, take it back out, and then they're fully healed. In the recent ones that can't be done, but if you heal at the Pokemon Center, every Pokemon in your boxes is healed. So like you still can heal them in the boxes. You know, a knocked out Pokemon in the boxes isn't knocked out forever. You're not going to Diamond City that easily. Well, that makes it sound like this is probably going to be Wario. I thought it was going to be Wario when I saw that it was a yellow pipe. I am now fully convinced this is Wario. Alright, Koopa Troopa, you're not actually staying in. You are fleeing as fast as possible. Alright, I'm going to burn it. You can use Curse, but you're going to be burnt. So I just halved his attack, and then I can use Baby Doll Eyes to lower his attack more. Because right now it's back to like a normal attack level. This is neutral. And this. Not neutral anymore. I'll just keep doing this. You want to play that game? He's just spamming Curse. If I keep doing this, will he just keep using Curse? He might. Wow. Okay. This is how this fight's going, I see. His defense is probably quite high, though. Yeah. So, oh, the second I do that, he decides to attack. Okay. We're going back to Baby Doll Eyes. We're healing. I don't like that. Stop using attack boosting moves. Alright, Baby Doll Eyes. Baby Doll Eyes. Healing. Okay. Baby Doll Eyes. We're getting him to not do much damage. Baby Doll Eyes. He's almost dead. Alright, oops. Wrong option. So now I can safely just keep chipping them away. No flinch. Okay, Koopa Troopa is leveling up. Oops, wrong option. Pockets! Okay, so this is just better tackle on this still. Ooh. A Bros Bean? What's that do? It's a very naturalistic route design, gotta say. Interesting. So this is something, it doesn't block this way, but it does block that way. Huh. Enjoying the beauty of 3-1 between the ocean and Diamond City skyline, there's a lot to see. Oh, Old Man Koopa. Ever take a moment to sit down and breathe, rest up, let it be now. Oh. And I've been running back this entire time. I have had a guy who can heal me right here. Well, good to know he's here. Now I know. This beach holds tons of secrets. Don't be afraid to dig in the sand or poke around rocks. I figured I was already poking around rocks at this point. Wow, Shell Bell was just on a rock? Crazy. Okay. I can give the Shell Bell to someone. Lowest HP seems to maybe be Buzzy Beetle, but I feel like giving it to someone who deals damage as well is a smart choice. So I might give it to Padobu for now. Oh! Okay, so that's just a PP up. I remember when I caught a glimpse of something shimmering. Of a Mohs hardness scale value of 10. Cubic crystal structure unlike any other. A diamond. Scuba cap. So that's probably a dive ball. Isn't this beach beautiful? The sand is also a really nice temperature. It's nice. A pearl. My mind is a temple and a steel trap. No one can ever learn my secrets. How'd I become so zen? This training module for Imprison taught me everything, and now I don't need it anymore. Okay. Alright, sir. Wario has the strangest food requests. Tonight he asked for a fresh caught sea garlic. I don't know what that is, so I'm here to pretend like I'm picking up whatever that is. Wow, what a surprise. Wario might be in the yellow pipe. I mean, I figured. And then the other one was probably Waluigi. Wario loves to talk big, especially like he owns Diamond City. He's got friends everywhere with connections to all sorts of things. Okay, so this is just the other stairs. Full heal. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Practicing my drifts. Go-kart Toad. A boo! Oh, that's awesome. That's a really good boo sprite. I love that. They've trapped me. Flame charge. I feel like it has to have low defense. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Sad moment for Boo. Oh, that's like the best sound effect for Mario is the Boo giggle. Bullet Bill. Goodbye. Man, having Flame Church has done so much for me. It has seriously made Padobu much more usable. Alright, goodbye, friend. Oops. Let's just see what we can find here. Oh, the little snakes! I feel like this could go badly for me. Yep. Well, he's at least burnt. I think I'm gonna do Buzzy Beetle. Okay. I think I would just throw a normal cap. Gonna stay? Yes. That's good. That makes me happy. No, I need withdraw. Minion need loyal capture. A servant of a snake king. The length of its body is unknown. It is said to train its balance for decades in order to balance plates and bowls on its head. That's one I definitely want to use at some point. Alright, I'm just going to pop back to the Healy house. I don't like that it's kind of an awkward spot on the route. It's not my favorite, but they also took the healer to the side. I don't know. I feel like it's more naturalistic that way, but I think from a game design kind of experience, I feel like the user experience here is less polished for it. Like, I don't know, it's not like a big issue or anything, but I feel like it would be nice to have it be quicker to get there. Razor leaf. My Koopa Troopa is going to be caught up level-wise pretty soon, so we're getting there. Oh. Cataquack again. Goodbye, Cataquack. Diamond City is perfect, or is the perfect target. They're all already so busy with Wario, they'll never suspect another thief. Oh, he can teach you sleep talk. Okay, that's really cool. That's a fun way to do it. So he's sleeping peacefully and you walk up and he's like, sleep talk? Hey, heading to Diamond City? It's just over there. Me, I'm just growing a little garden away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Is this? Okay. That's a very smooth transition. Hey there. New to Diamond City, I'd recommend checking out the various signs or talking to the toads in the carts. This city is way too big and confusing if you're new around here, so don't be afraid to ask for help. Interesting. Wario's game studio makes some questionable video games. I heard he was making something to rival Mariomon. Mariomon? But I just know it's going to be a bad knockoff. I love Diamond City, but I don't think I can say the same about Diamond Suburbs. Cities are engines of creativity and wealth creation, and Low-density suburbs and exurbs exist to extract the wealth, then use it to support wasteful, inefficient, and environmentally harmful lifestyles. Read it up. Okay, Toad. This Toad's woke. Woke Toad. We found him. No. I'm scared. Does he actually crash the game? I'm gonna save and then say yes and see if he actually crashes it. That scares me, though. Oh, okay. Not too bad. I don't actually know how to. Hey, you looking to get around Diamond City? The DCL Diamond City lift can help you for the cost of just 500 coins. Oh my god, that is insane. Why are there so many places you can go? Whee! There sure is a lot of different environments in Diamond City for me to play in. Welcome to Diamond City. Hey, wait a minute. You seem to be one of those people competing in the current challenge with Power Stars, am I correct? In that case, mind if I ask you for a few things for a show I'm doing? Yes. Great, let's get started then. Yes, okay. Find words to describe my feelings right now. Me feelings right now. Do they have... They don't have streaming. Under hobbies, at least. They have anime in here. Oh, maybe actions? Lifestyle. Huh? No? What? Okay, I guess I can't do that. Do they have content in here? No. Okay, they do have channel. I'll say I'm feeling game. Great, thanks a lot, Mario. Oh wow, I didn't realize it was you, although I guess the overalls and mustache should have given it away, but last time I made that mistake, it ended up being your brother Luigi. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay in Diamond City, Mario. I just said I'm game. Oh my god. So I am at the red square. Okay, so that's probably the Pokemon Center. That's not as big as I thought it would be. Still big. Beach view fella, I'm loving it. Welcome back. I'm in Diamond City, which is gigantic, and whoops. There we are. Oh yeah, I can run in the water. The beach provides good resistance training for the annual Diamond City Triathlon. Thank you for the bean. The Diamond Coast has beautifully soft sand. Take your shoes off and relish in it. Monk. Hey Mario, it's me, Photo! Oh, I gotta find the new photo picture. Alright, Alright, Frank Otto, okay. Want a picture taken for your time in Diamond City? Great, why don't you stand over there? Perfect. Now how about a Super Mario super jump for the camera? Alright. So this is... Yep, there it is. This is where I'm at right now. Bear with me. Just make sure I am actually showing this. There we are. Look at that! That's me. Oh, that's fun that there's even a rock in the picture. Rock's on the wrong side, though. I do notice that. But still, very cute. I love that they do that. Alright, back to... exploring over here. I'm just exploring this coast. The longer you live here, the more you see how weird and eccentric everyone is. Mario isn't the mayor of Diamond City, but he loves to act like he is. My husband loves to pick things off the streets. I think it's a little gross, but it makes him happy. Hey, my wife says I can't keep all my findings, so you can have this. Well, thank you for the Ultra Syrup, sir. Oh, he has a different item every day. Okay. It's me, Mario. That's not the voice. I almost did the voice. Hello? Do you know about Puro? I heard they're making a Monster Tamer game based off it. Hey there, feeling lost in the big city? Well, don't worry, we're offering free rides on our backs. You want to hop on? You'd rather walk? I get it, no worries. Have you heard of a Yoshi whistle? It'll let you ride a Yoshi anytime you want. I don't think they're offered anywhere here in Diamond City, though. Okay, so I'm back to where I was earlier. Club Sugar or the rental facility, where to first? Keep off my route, please. I'm trying to boost my speed in HP EVs. I don't want to... Hey you, where do you think you're going? This here's Ashley's house, and I don't recall any mustached individuals being invited. Okay, good to know. Okay, so Ashley's house is the first purple house. I guess WarioWare's probably the brown one. So it's Diamond City Academy. Yeah, I talked to you. Have you ever been in this house? If they keep playing this Puromon game, they might try to become Puromon. Puromon, Puromon! Oh, that's happening. It's happening right now, before your eyes, old man. Sorry, but Diamond Academy seems to be without power currently. As such, the doors are stuck locked. This door is stuck with a towel wedged between it and the floor. You hear giggling inside. I don't know what's happening in that house. I have not. I actually have plans to see it today. I've seen this city change so much over the years. It's almost as if it doesn't have a canonical image or location. Since the cap challenge started, I've seen some captures with a totally different color. I wonder why that is. Shinies. There's something off about it here. Like I'm always being watched or about to be part of some zany game. Oh my god. One of us. One of us. One of us. One of us. Oh, I want to get to this one. One of us. 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 Oh. One of us. God, I gotta get to this. Okay. One of us. One of us. One of us. I talked to them all. Success. Okay, next row. I can't wait for my billionaire influencer to move in. I've been following them since they were at 1.5 million. Here comes my banana peel. Those two always have karting on the mind. It drives me crazy. Vroom vroom! Okay, so I can't go forward without going down here. So I'm just gonna go back to here. I should know by now. Hey there, have you seen Jimmy T anywhere? He's usually over at Club Sugar right about now, livening up the dance floor, but I can't seem to find him today. My son won't look me in the eye anymore. Sorry, I had to drill into the ground to look for oil. It's not like the dinosaurs were using it or anything. Seems to be watching a documentary about the dinosaurs. Hello? Hello, I'm Larry. I run a law office here in Diamond City. I concentrate in business law for the people of Mushroom Kingdom. It's just Larry. Seems you can hear voices from inside. This new game idea is brilliant. Soon I'll have everyone playing my game instead of that stupid Puromon. I need a catchy name for it. Something like Puromon. I've got it. Mariomon. Now all I have to do is call up some chumps to make the game for me. Oh! He's calling people. I think it's because it brings in more attention. I think interrupt the game real quick to go over that. So there is this psychological thing where people that I just recently learned. There's a couple things. One is that psychologically people are drawn to negative emotions more. They want to like get caught up in the swing of negative emotions. So a negative review or a negative post of any sort will always get people's engagement up, because you'll either have people fighting against it or you'll have people getting caught up in the rage or whatever negative emotion it is. And so, and that's just a thing that's kind of human nature. We thrive on that kind of mob mentality. So we'll, like, if there's a negative opinion, it'll create a divide, and there will be one side that is amped up by that negative opinion, but then the side that disagrees with that opinion will also get amped up. So it leads to the maximum engagement on social media, because it is how human nature works. The other aspect is, and this is sort of a psychological evolution or evolutionary psychology view, and that is that humans like to be uncomfortable, like experiencing negative emotions. That's why people, in a lot of cases, like horror movies or like violent action movies and stuff like that, or why we rubberneck car crashes, It's that humans, because we are so prone to spread, we keep moving. Our initial point was as a nomadic species, because we exploded out from Africa very quickly, faster than most species would, like, migrate normally. And the idea is that it's because humans get bored. We get bored of something that's too similar, too samey, and we'll walk to the next place because it's new. We'll go to see that new thing because it's new. And it's uncomfortable to leave that, comfort zone that we'd made, but then you go to it, and it's like an addictive thing to just continue moving forward. The same thing applies to seeing posts that make you uncomfortable or videos that make you uncomfortable. That's why so many people who are very prudish will find that their algorithms are full of content they hate, because that split second of seeing it and feeling disgusted occurs longer than if they had no feeling at all, and so they just amp up that type of content in their feed as a result. So I think it's the same thing with reviews and stuff like that, is that there's sort of a bias towards negativity because that's what people are drawn towards. Because if they like something and there's a negative review, they want to see it. They want to be made uncomfortable about it. And then they get upset because they disagree with their opinion and they want to yell about it. And then there's a bunch of people who agree with the opinion in that video, and then they want to yell at the people who disagree. And so it creates this it's a perfect storm for trapping the human mind in something, and focusing it on something is to have that sort of negativity. So that's, I think, a big part of it. And there's always the fact that there is criticism needed. There's a reason critics exist, and it is, in most cases, to provide criticism. That's the point. That's why the word is critic, and reviews are no different. It's someone being critical of something, and unless you have this massive view of a movie or a game that it is a masterpiece, a positive review won't click in people's heads as much as a negative one. So I think that's another big part. But I think there are genuinely also just people who are critics because they have a lot of understanding in an area or something, and can speak on it. Yeah, and I think that is another aspect. I think it's not necessarily just because they pay such close attention, but I think it's also in an ideal case, a good movie critic or a good book critic will be very media literate. They will be able to understand the themes and the messaging behind things, and then be able to provide an opinion on how well that is communicated. And that's not always the case. So you'll run into a lot of people who do more negative reviews these days who just go, that gets attention, that gets engagement, so I'm going to do it. But I think a lot of people, when it comes to movies, especially traditional movie critics, are very skilled at understanding these things much further than the average person. And I think that especially nowadays in this era of lowered media literacy, to be polite, I think that their views are often more different than the public's views. And I think for me personally, I'm kind of a mix of the two. There are times when I want to see something that will have me thinking for days, for months, for years about it. And then there's other times where I want to see something that is just gonna be like drugs, like just inject the Western Godzilla heroin into my brain for a minute. And you can actually see that like in my Letterboxd, which granted mostly has been more or less low level films. Like I'm not watching like some fancy schmancy movie or anything, but you'll see like my review for like Godzilla -1 is that this is like one of the most wonderful movies. It's such a beautiful story about PTSD and how humans suffer even after the war is done, and all this. Like I go on about how amazing this movie is. I do the same with Rogue One, where I'm like, this is the headiest Star Wars has ever been, and you know. I talk about that, and then you see my review of Godzilla X Kong, the most recent one, with the Scar King, and I'm like, movie was fun. I had fun. Movie was stupid, but I had fun. I think one thing, to kind of wrap up with your last point there, I think that there is a level of that, but I think it's more so a good critic can have fun and still love something that they can lobby criticisms to. I was constantly berated in college for not thinking Breath of the Wild was a perfect game. So many people I knew were like, it's the best game ever, what are you talking about? And I was like, I had all these issues that I had with it, and I'm like, I love the game, don't get me wrong, it's a very good game, but like I was like, it's not exactly what I look for in a Zelda game. It doesn't have like a story that hits for me, like things like that. You know, it was like, it felt like they were setting up things that the story never delivered on, and everyone just looked at me like, what is wrong with you? This is Breath of the Wild we're talking about, the best game of all time. What? And then like a few years after Breath of the Wild, those opinions started to crop up online, and I saw people who had previously told me this game's perfect, what are you talking about, changing up on it and going like, no, it does have these issues, and they're the issues that I brought up in the past, and I felt so vindicated in the moment, but also like you were swept up in like the positivity rush, which is not as common of a thing as like the rage rush. But everyone would look at me when I would say I had some issues with the game, and they would think that it meant I didn't like it. And it was always very difficult for me to indicate to people and to explain to people that I can complain about something, or not even complain, I can criticize something. I can have problems with something that I really genuinely like, and still really like it, you know? And the reason I was bringing those up more at that time was because everyone was already talking about the positives. So the unique things I could talk about, so that people were just going, the world, and I go, the world, and they go, oh, the freedom, and I go, the freedom, like, you know, like, instead of that type of conversation, someone would be like, oh, I love the world, and I was like, oh yeah, the world's really cool, I just wish the story was better communicated within it. Or I felt that the world sometimes gets in the way of the communication. So I would have these things that I would say, and then people would just like look at me like, what's wrong with you? and I've had that with a number of different things. And I think a good critic can point out issues with something and still say, I loved it. And I think that's something that a lot of people struggle with. You know, that's why people look at a 7 review score and go, movie's bad. And it's like, it's not bad. 7's good. Like, I've given movies that I like a 7.5 on Letterboxd. Because for me, like, a 5 is true neutral. A movie doesn't start being bad, or a game doesn't start being bad until you go below that. So, like, I see a game that's rated a 7, I'm like, okay, so it's pretty good. Or, like, a movie that's rated a 7, I'm like, that's pretty good. But a lot of people see that there are criticisms, and they go, it must be awful. And I think there are some people who pay too close of attention. The people who refuse to suspend disbelief when watching a movie that isn't real. You know, like a superhero movie or a sci-fi movie or a fantasy movie. It's like you have to suspend that disbelief sometimes. Or the people who nitpick small continuity errors, or someone left their can of Coke on set. You know, like those types of things. I think those aren't real problems. Like they are imperfections, but as far as imperfections in film go, those are like the lowest of the low. And I think so many people are like, I hate this movie. There's a plot hole. There's a plot contrivance. Someone left a can of Coke on set. Like, it's just weird that that's such a big issue for so many people. And I think those are the people who pay too close attention. Because the thing is, those people, they're paying too close of attention, but they aren't media literate enough to pay attention to what matters. So they're only paying attention to the things that don't matter, and then saying it's bad because those exist. But those things aren't as bad as the ones that actually matter, but they are not able to know if the ones that matter are bad. So that's kind of my take on it. Anyways, back to focus mode. Jimmy, how's about you work on another game for me? Groovy. Benny, gadgets and gizmos. Of course, Mr. Wario. Ashley, I need you to... she'll come through. Thank you, Wario. The quest WarioWare Inc. is now active. It seems the door is locked with a passcode requiring 3 keywords. Okay, so I have to go to the purple buildings. And that's where I'll get the keywords. Cool, good to know. Shh. Do you want that Pianta goon over there to see us? Listen, whatever you do, don't invest in purple. You hear me? It's a scam. Hey, pal, do you know how's to get to WarioWare Inc.? Wario owes the boss a great debt of purple, and I'm here to collect. Okay. Mario, be careful. This world is not what it seems. Question everything. Oh, okay. That's weird. I don't like that one. That's a great question. Is it a stock? Like, are you selling, like, stocks in purple? So, like, the value of purple is determined by how much purple people want? Okay, I think this is just a couple guys. Big street, huh? Nice for morning walks. Can confirm. There's a lot to do here in downtown, like going to Club Sugar. I can't wait to see what kind of moves Jimmy T has cooked up for us tonight. Okay, so I'm back at Club Sugar, so I gotta go down. Okay, so this is the department store. Oh, okay, it is bigger than that top map. Tourists check out the purple areas in the northern half of the city. I prefer jogging barefoot so I can stay on the grass instead of the sidewalk. Oh, my superstars, I can't believe I'm talking to thee, Mario. Please take my take a complimentary gift from the department store. Wow, an Ultra Shroom. Do you know a place where I can get some really good soup? Asking for a friend. Oh, the lower section has its own Pokemon Center. Interesting. I wonder what Dr. Crygor does all the way on his little island. I need to be on top because I have the best sense of direction. Why do I always get stuck at the bottom of the stack? You'll never know the feeling of getting sandwiched by two of your friends unless you try it. Oh, well, that one I can't talk to. Well, I'll heal here just to get it in the system, I guess. Alright. Yeah, I talked to you already. Okay, so I can... Hey. Boy, who said you could come tramping into my garden like this? I'm taking your Ultra Shroom, and I'm leaving. Okay, so this is a huge area that they built. That's crazy. Bro, I wish I had a cart to ride. It would make it so easy to get around Diamond City. Ever try eating raw garlic from the bulb? Yeah, I do not recommend. Okay, there's nothing down there. Every Monday, Jimmy T hosts Pilates at Club Sugar. Gotta burn that weekend sweat off. It's a little quieter in the suburbs. I can't stand the loud noise of the city. Hey, how many power stars do you have? Wow, good on you. You didn't even tell me how many you have. Shouldn't matter. Be happy with how far you've come. Okay. What a kind toad. This park gets really popular after school and on weekends. Do you know anyone else playing Puromon? I need to trade my Puro for a Puro. Have you tried that new Puromon game? If you do, tell me how it is. I can't let go of Super Mario Bros. 3 yet. Mario loves to make micro games, but I'm a bigger fan of macro games like Super Mario Bros. 3. One Bros Bean. This is my zone! I like to give people rides around the playground. You're a little too big for me, Mario. Sometimes you need to forget about your worries and just roll around in a puddle. That's valid. That was valid. I'm the daycare man. I help take care of your captures. If you'd like me to raise your captures, have a word with the woman inside. I'm the daycare lady. We can raise captures for you. Would you like us to raise one? No. No, fine then. Come again. I don't want my captures to breed. I don't want that. Okay, wait, where's this is a department store. I just want to explore inside here a bit. This department store has everything you'd ask for, except whatever that old toad is asking for. I'm looking for a gift for my grandson. He really likes these energy drinks his favorite celebrity promotes, but I can't seem to find it. He talks a lot about the yacht flavor. Welcome to the Diamond City Department Store. This is the Cap Lottery corner. All shoppers at our department store get to draw a Cap Lotto ticket. Please, give me something. Nope. Okay. Going up. Do I get mushrooms here or head onto the roof to get nuts from the vending machine? Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that I can't buy sombrero caps here. It's not a big deal, but it just gives me an excuse to visit Toast Arena. Oh, interesting. So this, they just have like your typical healing items and stuff. And then this has... Oh, it does have a variety of things. Okay. Let's get like 20 of these just in case they're needed for anything. So this is a nest ball. Let's get 24 of these. It's just normal. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's not weird. It's not. It's normal. Your hills don't have eyes? Like what? This is a luxury ball. I have all this money. I might as well be using it. I should actually read that. I like to stock up on antidotes and paralyze heal to use in the middle of battles, but some people have been telling me that's against the rules and I should be banned for it? I thought they made these items be used in battle. Plus, who are the others to tell me how I should play the game, other than the princess and professor, of course? Valid. What, maybe? Okay, I do have this. Let's get some burn heals. I have paralysis heals. Ice heals, though those are not likely to be needed. And screw it, let's get 100 full heals. Up we go. Beans are a great way to boost the effort values of captures, but they're pretty expensive. Some people prefer reliable training over drugs. Oh, interesting. So if you have content creator mode enabled, you can't just buy the stat boosting items. That makes sense. Because, yeah, then you would just literally be able to EV your Pokemon immediately. So, completely valid. Honestly, I respect that decision a lot. There sure are a lot of different ways the species of our world can evolve and become stronger. But just because someone can evolve doesn't mean that they always should. In fact, this item here makes captures stronger if they're not at their full potential. Here, why don't you have it? Don't worry, I have no use for the stone. I'm not even a commander. That is actually kind of nice to have. I think I'll give that to my Koopa Troopa, honestly. I feel like at a lower level, it's more valuable. Welcome, how may I serve you? Oh, okay. I don't know if I'll need any of these immediately, but I'm gonna take them. Okay. I'm just gonna check. Did Koopa Troopas need this to evolve? Evolutionary data. Level 24. Or level 24 with a party less than 6 and 1 plumber's cap? Hello? You know what would make this department store great? A cereal floor. You can bowl up. The magic of cereal is that you're eating and drinking at the same time in one hand. My friend got me this TM to help with my sleep, but it's not really working. That feels so real. I know that so well. One of the ones that happened to me was back in the Pokemon news days. I took a GIF that was really popular on the Pokememes page on the meme base, and it was like the clip of like Lucario hitting Pikachu with like Bone Rush and just launching him, and everyone was like, insert home run bat sound effect, and I was like, I can do that. I have that ability. I have editing software. So I put it in my editing software. It took this like really like low quality GIF and then just stuck it there with this like low quality version of the sound effect that I found on YouTube and just downloaded from there. And then I put that into a short video and uploaded it called Home Run Bone. That video did so well. I put it on the Pokememes page as well and was like, oh, you know, this is inspired by this post and stuff like that. It was a completely unoriginal idea. Exploded, did very well. Like a couple years later, I was like, man, I don't like that this is just like a crappy GIF and the sound effect's not full quality. I could do better. And so I got a clip from the anime, like the actual anime clip that it was, and put it together with the actual sound effect from Smash at a high quality rip. Took that and overlaid it, and it did not do well. I put so much more effort into the second one, and sometimes it's just like people are driven to really silly, goofy, low effort things sometimes. I goodbye. So does this. Oh, TMs. Buy some TMs. But yeah, and I think sometimes it's a matter of those low effort things are typically more general. Like, no, these are the same. Like more general audience friendly. Whereas like the more complex ones are like, specific people will really like them. So I think that's like part of it. Razor Shell. Get her attack for that. Wow, we sure are high up. The view from up here is nice, but being so high up scares me. Sometimes it's better to get to the ground and rest, don't you think? I'm sure your captures would like to do so as well, so why don't you teach them how to use a move? Roost. Who do you want me to teach Roost? Oh, okay. Interesting, so Roost has a move tutor. But yeah, no, that definitely happens a lot. Or you could look at my clips from when I was at the Nintendo Switch 2 experience versus the video with my impressions from the experience. Like the video, it did well, but not nearly as well as most of those clips, because those clips are just so short and like watchable. People are like, ooh, I can spend 3 minutes watching Dragon Drive or something like that. Okay, so I think what I need to do is I need to go to like each of the like special locations. The music is too loud to get their attention. You ain't ever gonna get Jimmy T's attention like this, darling. Follow his moves and show him you know how to boogie. You up for it, darling? Ooh, just go with the flow and you'll do great. So do I have to actually, like, replicate his movements? Let's get groovy. Groovy. Let's get groovy. Okay. Down, up, up, down, up. Yes. Down, up, up. Ah, dang. Oh, that's... Alright. Okay. I tried too fast. Groovy. Okay, up, up, down, up, right. Okay. Yeah, dance, dance, dance. Well, let's get groovy. Okay, so we're making a weird L. You're a superstar, all right. Smooth moves, man. Jimmy T is waiting for you in the room ahead. Mario, when was the last time you've been to Club Sugar, honey? I remember you came for those breakdancing courses. I hope you still remember how. That's because Club Sugar hasn't changed a bit. Still a 24/7 party. What do you need, honey? You need the passcode for Wario's studio. Show me love on the dance floor, then. Let's get groovy. Oh, he's got a level 20 Ukiki. Okay. I feel like that's a normal type. It's Broder time. Oh, I don't like that. It's an annoying normal type. Oh no! Is he like a ground normal? What is he? Maybe fighting. He's probably got fighting in there. Okay. Let's find out if he is part normal. Yes. Yeah, that's one of the things that can be a little rough with content creation, is when you're really feeling something that viewers are not. Because like you know, you might be really like feeling a series or a video, and just like people are not. But that's one of the things that some content creators say is that, you know, every so often they feel like the healthiest way to do it, both for themselves and their channel, is what, like, you know, 1 or 2 for the viewers, 1 for me, or 1 for the viewers, 2 for me, or something like that, or 1 and 1. But you're probably steal. That was neutral. Okay. He can change forms? Oh no. Okay, well, I'm burning him. So he was normal type as a hammer, bro, probably. Trying to get flinches off. Lower your stats. Ow. Ow. Stop it. No more. That's it. That's no more. Thank you. Rain stopped, he's back to normal. I can deal damage because it's no longer raining. Oh no. Oranberry. Okay, that didn't heal much. Okay, so he's gone. Normal Koopa Troopa. Burnt. Lower your stats even more. It's fine, because I was literally about to switch. Oh, when Teeter Dance works the new way, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to switch to my Koopa Troopa. Rude. Okay, so that Koopa Troopa goes down. Mine's gonna gain levels off that. Never mind. Thank you. How do I do this? It's probably part water type in this. Or full water type. I don't know. Oh. Probably not then. Flying type? It still did not do much damage. Alright, I do have quick attack. If the burn doesn't take it out. Nope, there he goes. Now Koopa Troop is gaining levels. That's what I'm talking about. Smooth moves, Mario. I would love to give you the whole passcode, but I only know one word. The first word is Wario. I hope that helps, and come by a Club Sugar where you feel like dancing. I'm just gonna have a little thing here. Wario. Cool. Oh. He was not done. Oh, I learned the first word is Wario. I don't know if I'm gonna need to enter the words, so I'm like writing them down. Alright. Oh, who's this? Mario! Boy, am I glad to see you. What are you doing here? Oh, you're going into the haunted mansion? You don't say. I suppose you need your... brother? Yes. Let's battle now. I haven't had a chance to heal Luigi. Oh, because his name was Chuck. Now he's Chuck Stack. Oh, if I'm still pretty dizzy. Okay, so he's going no retreat. I'm going curse. That's just going to even us out. Alright. After this curse, I'm healing. Gonna use curse again. That should be enough, though. I don't need more. I'll go for Metal Claw here, though, just so I can maybe get that. Wow. He is a beefy. Not recommended. Alright. Bite! Wait, is Chuck stacked down? I can barely keep up. Ooh, does shelter work? Yeah, it just works how it works. Shelter was nerfed. Sergeant Pickle. My defense is super high, bro. Oh, he's so chubby. Bite. Oh, my stats! My stats! Oh, I got rid of my stat boosts. Oh, goodbye. That's all I said. It's always like, you sit there and you're like, oh, whatever happened to, like, blank channel? And you go and you look and you're like, oh, nothing. No, I had one, this one was extra tragic. There was a channel, I did unsubscribe from him, because he stopped making the specific content I was watching. But it was Tsukoji, which is a French musician. He did a lot of like anime covers, but what I mainly watched him for was his Kazood series, which was basically like think I can't think of his name right now. Smooth McGroove style a cappella video game music. But the person isn't singing, they're playing a kazoo. That's it. Rapid Spin is nice. I do like it. I like it more than Quick Attack, honestly. At least now. But, so I unsubscribed from him, and I was curious what happened, because I tried to look up Kazood, and I couldn't find it. And it turns out, at some point, he decided to quit YouTube temporarily. Or at least it became temporary. He quit YouTube and he deleted everything. And then he's come back as like a crypto person, but like in a music space, like music NFTs. It's just like a really weird market, and it's way after the crypto boom. And it's like, oh, that sucks. Like, and I'm not even like particularly like anti-crypto or anything like that. I think I got my balance back. What's happening? Like, I'm not like super anti-crypto or anything like that. But in his case, he took down his entire channel, has none of his content up anymore. And then was like gone for years. Comes back, doesn't re-upload anything, doesn't do anything like that. And then just releases a project that is... I don't even understand why. Like why he would release that, especially nowadays. And like as someone who like has some understanding of the blockchain, it's like why? Is it so that it's like CDs, you know, but on a digital end, because it's like you can already do that in a like standard form. Like you could still sell albums on things like Apple Music and stuff like that. Like people don't have to stream it for free. They can also like purchase the album. You could sell the album to people. You don't have to have it be a commodity. Like I don't get it. Like that one, I'm like, I fully do not get it, because like music I think is something that's like to be enjoyed by a bunch of people. It's like I guess like he could hypothetically have like the rights to the songs as NFT things, but like why would you do that as a musician where you're just selling the rights to your music? I don't know, like it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like it's one thing if it's like to like company that's gonna like help you publish it, like a studio, but no, he's just like I don't know what he's selling exactly with it, but I know it has to do with music. I don't get it. Or at least my understanding is that it has to do with music. I did not watch the full video. I saw people talk about it and was like, oh man, that's disappointing. Jeepers creepers, wait a second. Baby Yoshi's evolving. Oh my god. Okay, so he's about to evolve into his first evolved stage, which is just a normal Yoshi. He does say Yoshi. I was kind of hoping he'd make that like poo noise thing. I don't know, the old one. Yoshi is trying to learn Tail Slap. I feel like Tail Slap's better than Pound. I'll do that. Oh no, I missed what Luigi's first line was. Alright. I'm gonna go back. I'm just gonna try to catch it. Okay. Wow, you really know how to fight. Okay, cool. Now I'm caught up. It looks like you don't need your brother in there to help with you. Okay, I guess I'll see you around, bro. You are all so loud. Come on, I don't have all day. I actually wasn't trying to go here. I was trying to... I just saw it and was like, oh, what's this? I wanted to heal. I got beat up. Okay. I'm not going to evolve my Yoshi immediately, but he will evolve eventually. I just need to go grab his sprite. So where is Yoshi? Okay, and then we'll go and change number 4 to normal Yosh. Cool. Also, I think Koopa Troopa works Shedinja style, so I will be having to take something off the team when Koopa Troopa is getting close to level 24. Honestly, I think a lot of them share devs. I think that's the biggest one. Devs and artists. Because I feel like Pokemon fan games and ROM hacks are where a lot of people start from before making their own game. Because like the base is already there for you. So honestly, I think it's just that like a lot of people start on the fan game end, and then they go and they make a full game eventually. That's something I really want to see from Too Many Productions down the line. Is I want to see them like full on commit to like making their own game down the line. I think that'd be awesome. Fair. That's how it goes though sometimes. Alright, I probably should wrap up for today, honestly, so I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna save here in the Pokemon Center to wrap up, because I do have to be able to go to the movies later. But I'm gonna leave myself a note. Alright. I just need to write myself a note that I need to remember to Koopa Troopa needs 1 empty party slot to evolve right at level 24. Alright. Got myself a note. But yeah, thank you so much if you joined me live or after the fact. Either way is cool with me as long as you had some fun. That said, I'm gonna go do human things as humans do. Notably, I'm gonna go watch Superman, which is a very human thing to do, I guess. I have to set in stone what my plans are for that, but yeah, this is fun. I apologize for not being able to get another star today. I'm clearly like almost there, but just don't have time to fit it all in, but that's okay. I'll try to see if I can fit it in. I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna do it on a Wednesday stream, but I'm gonna probably be able to get the next star next Saturday. So yeah, thank you so much. Goodbye. Gonna head out now. Yeah. Thank you for hanging out. But I gotta skedaddle. Goodbye. Oh, also I'm gonna be like shaving my beard off soon. So unfortunately that's gonna be gone. I'm not gonna be doing the thing where I have just the like 2 halves, like the burn sideburns. Those aren't happening. But I will be beardless for a little bit. So you'll see that next week basically. Yeah. Goodbye.